सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः. Vichara Sagara, Chapter 6, page 249, topic number 367, item number 1. अध्यासाधिष्ठानत्वं प्रति अन्तःकरणमुपाधिर्भवति तस्मात् सुखदुःखादयोर्बुद्धिधर्माः कथ्यन्ते अविवेकात्तु अन्तःकरण आत्मनोः उभयोरपि ते प्रतीयन्ते तस्मादन्तःकरणविशिष्टप्रमातृधर्मत्वेन उच्यन्ते. Tarkadrishti is learning the Atma Vidya once again through a dream example. In the dream, the disciple Agridhadeva approach a guru. That guru is teaching to Agridhadeva in the dream. Now Nisharadasa is analyzing the topic of the location of the emotional attributes. Everyone has got sukha, dukkha, raga, dvesha emotions, and punya, papa, bandha, moksha, etc. All these attributes are located where is the question. According to Nayayika, they are all located in the Atma. He said they are all located in the Atma. And he also mentioned that Atma is sentient when person is in waking state. Consciousness is an attribute of Atma. Then Atma becomes sentient. In sleep, Atma becomes insentient according to Nayayika. So Atma has got an attribute of consciousness. Consciousness is also an attribute of Atma according to him. Therefore, in sleep, Atma becomes Jadam or insentient because consciousness is not available. Therefore, Atma becomes Jadam. When Atma becomes again sentient, when you become a waker in waking state, this Atma can become sentient. Then what that sentient Atma does with the association of that attribute, consciousness, Atma does interactions with the mind, with the world, Therefore, these emotions are also rise in the Atma. They are also the attributes of Atma only. So, Atma is the locus of all the attributes. 14 attributes he said. Sukha, Dukkha, Raga, Dvesha, Ichcha, so many other things, including consciousness. So, the consciousness is impermanent. Permanently, it is not there with Atma. It is an guna. So, Atma is Sagunaha. Because of 4 gunas, 14 gunas are there, attributes are there. One of the attribute is consciousness. Once consciousness attribute comes, Atma becomes sentient, Atma becomes interacting with the world. With that world, when it is interacting, all other emotions, attributes are also arise in Atma. Therefore, Atma is the locus. That means Atma is having consciousness temporarily, not permanently. This is the Nyaya philosopher's view. What about Advaitin? We say Atma has Swarupam, that is consciousness. Consciousness is the Swarupam of Atma. Consciousness is not the attribute of Atma, but consciousness is the nature of Atma. That means consciousness is always there in Atma permanently. Atma is always of the nature of consciousness. Atma is of the nature of consciousness. It is not an attribute coming and going in waking state. Coming and going in sleep state is not correct. This Atma, which is having the consciousness as its Swarupam, this Atma is Nirgunaha. It doesn't have any attributes. All these attributes, whatever you are talking, they are all, the mind alone is having all those attributes. Pleasure, pain, attachment, aversion, etc. All of them are only superimposed on Atma. Really speaking, they are all not belong to the mind also. Because mind itself is mithya, anatma, anirvachaniyam. It cannot be explained. Whatever is mithya vastu, all these attributes are superimposed upon Atma and the mind also. Mind itself is superimposed upon Maya. Then Maya is superimposed upon Atma. Therefore, Maya, that which is endowed with the mind, which mind is superimposed upon Maya, which mind has got all these attributes, that mind is not really the locus of emotions. Mind has got emotional attributes, but mind is not the locus. Why mind is not the locus? Because mind itself is mithya. It cannot be the adhishtanam of emotions. How a mithya vastu can be the support of another mithya vastu? Emotions are also mithya only. They are all superimposed. Therefore, he has established that Atma alone is the adhishtanam. Then he used those technical terms, Upahita Chaitanyam, Vishishta Chaitanyam. Enclosed consciousness, mind plus consciousness is called pramata. Mind plus consciousness is called pramata. So the attributes are, mind has got attributes. Attributes are not belong to the mind. Mind has got attributes. Mind has got attributes, but they are not belong to the mind. Can we say they belong to the mixture? Vishishta Chaitanyam, consciousness plus mind put together, pramata. Can you say pramata is that adhishtanam of attributes? No. Even pramata also, mixture of mind plus consciousness, cannot be the adhishtanam. If you say it is adhishtanam, mind also joins, both will be there. That is why we have to say attributes are superimposed upon upahita chaitanyam, enclosed consciousness. Upahita chaitanya, mind enclosed consciousness, not visishta, not mixture, not mind plus consciousness, but mind enclosed consciousness. Upon that these attributes are superimposed. Therefore, from 367 onwards, Nischala has started the superimposition. You will not give to this mind or pramata. You cannot clearly locate them where they are. Are they in anatma mind? Are they in atma? You cannot say clearly, because adhyaropakale we give location, as it were, seemingly, not really. Really speaking, what is right answer, what is wrong answer, what is right and what is wrong? Really speaking, they are not belong to the mind or pramata or even atma also. But compromised answer is he giving here in this mind enclosed consciousness is the adhishtanam of the superimposed attributes. So apavada kale negation or vacation. The location is negated. Negation of the location of attributes. Apavada kale. At the time of negation. Really speaking, Atma is not the real locus, because Atma is not affected by them. Just as mirage water cannot afflict the sand, attributes, even though they are superimposed upon Atma, they cannot afflict the Atma. So that mind enclosed consciousness is the adhishtanam of the superimposed attributes. What we should not say, what we should say. That is very important. First point, first statement is never say emotional attributes are superimposed upon mind. Never say emotional attributes are superimposed upon mind, because mind is mithya. This is first statement. Then this is statement number 1. Second wrong statement is don't say the adhishtanam is the mixture of mind plus consciousness. Emotions adhishtanam is a mixture, that is mind plus consciousness. You should not say mind plus consciousness means Visishta Chaitanyam. Vishishta Chaitanyam or Pramata also cannot be the adhishtanam. So never say they belong to Atma also. Third statement. You should never say that mind enclosed consciousness alone is adhishtanam. You cannot say, but Upahita Chaitanyam is the adhishtanam, not Visishta Chaitanya. Upahita Chaitanya means mind is excluded. Visishta Chaitanya means mind is included. Therefore, Upahita Chaitanyam alone is the adhishtanam, that is the right answer, which is known as Sakshi. That Upahita Chaitanyam is the Sakshi, it is the adhishtanam of what? Adhishtanam of emotions, emotional, all attributes, as it were. Vishishta Chaitanyam, adhishtanam, you should not say. That is the idea. Mind is not adhishtanam of attributes. Mind plus consciousness, that is Pramata, is not the adhishtanam of attributes. Then consciousness, the Sakshi, is the adhishtanam of attributes. After coming to this conclusion, now the compromised answer is, he is giving here in this portion, Adhyasa Adhishtanatvam Prati. The Adhyasa, superimposition of all these attributes and their locus, Adhishtanam Prati, with regard to that, compromised right expression is Antakaranam Upadhir Bhavati. Antakaranam means mind. Upadhir Bhavati. Upadhi means medium. Upadhir Bhavati. Tasmat Sukha Dukkhadayaha Buddhi Dharmaha Kadhyanti. Therefore, they are all the attributes of Sukha, Dukkha, etc. They are all come under the attributes of Buddhi Dharmaha. Buddhi means here mind or intellect. Kathyante, they are said as, called as, not really they are dharmas. Compromised answer, Kathyante. They are called as the attributes of that mind, Buddhi Dharmaha. Then second compromised statement is Avivekatu, mixing up of mind and consciousness. That is called Pramata. Mixing up of mind and consciousness. That is Antakaranam Atmanoho. Antakaranam means mind. Atma means consciousness. Atmanoho. Ubhayoho api te pratiyante. Pratiyante, and they appear. They means all those emotion attributes, emotional attributes. Pratiyante, they appear. Because Maya is mithya, so the three statements, mind is superimposed upon Maya, Maya is mithya, then mind is superimposed on Maya enclosed consciousness. Maya enclosed Atma means Vishishta Chaitanya. So therefore, next statement, mind is superimposed on and the mixture, that is Maya plus consciousness. So Vishishta is the adhishtanam, you should never say. Upahita Chaitanyam is adhishtanam, that is the idea. Because of ignorance, people say they are all belong to Atma plus Antakaranam. That is not correct but compromised for some time, Adhyaropa Kale. superimposition time. Apavada kale, when negation, they have to vacate. That is the negation. Tasmat antakarana vishishta pramatru dharmatvena uchyanti. They are called as tasmat, therefore. Antakarana vishishta means mixture here. Antakarana vishishta pramata. Antakarana vishishta means that consciousness enclosed in the mind, that is called pramata. Dharmatvena uchyante. They are having, mind has got, pramata has got attributes. They are not belong to the Atma, mind or mixture. They are having the attributes. Mind has got attributes, pramata has got attributes. But we should never say Atma has got attributes or Atma, they belong to Atma. We should never say. Okay, up to here we saw in the last class. In the last class I said that Shabda Artha, these are all Upahita, Upadhi, Vishishta, all these Shabdas are technical terms. These technical terms, they have their own jargon. Jargon in the sense, every science has got its own terms. In medical, terms are different. Economics, it has got its own terms. Computer has got its own terms, jargons. Those jargons, if you use and understand only, that subject can be understood properly. Shabda and Artha. The teacher has to, or student also, both of them has to be very carefully understand what is the Shabda, the word Padashastram, Vyakaranam. Padashastram is very important. Then Vakya Shastram. Then Mimamsa also. What is the meaning, right meaning? What meaning should be taken, what meaning should not be taken? What is that acceptable meaning, what is not acceptable meaning? Should be very careful. Okay, because many technical terms we use in the Shastra also. Similarly, in Vedanta also, we have our own jargons. We have to understand them. Upadhi, Vishishta, Upahita, all these are all technical terms. Vritti Vyapti, Phala Vyapti, like that we use many words. Vritti Vyapti, Phala Vyapti, and how can we understand? Upadhi, Upahita, Arthadhyasa, Jnanadhyasa. What is Jnanadhyasa? What is Arthadhyasa? What is Phala Vyapti? What is Vritti Vyapti? These are all not easily graspable. Similarly, here also, Upahita Chaitanyam, Visheshana, Vishishta, those words are very terse. This subject is called in a particular branch of science. Every particular branch of science, it has got its own jargons. It is called semantics. SEMANTICS. Semantics is a very important topic in every science. So the branch of science, jargons, it has its own jargons. Take each word and see its meaning, whether you know that meaning properly or not. You have to again and again dwell upon that. That is why this whole paragraph is like a semantic paragraph. Why should the expression is accepted? Why we should not accept this expression? If I accept this expression, what will happen? Because Vishishta Chaitanyam I should not accept. Why? We should know. Because that's what he explained. Enclosed consciousness plus mind you take. What you are, I gave the example. What you are using is the space, not the wall. Wall Visishta Akasha. Means the walls are not used actually, space is used. The space is used like that. That example already we saw. Therefore, upon Maya enclosed consciousness is there, then mind is projected. On Maya enclosed consciousness, mind is projected. That is Maya Upahita Chaitanyam. That is called Vishishta, means what? Mixture. Here you remember Visishta means mixture. Don't say mind, don't say mixture, you say Upahita Chaitanyam. The question comes, Bandha Moksha. This bondage and mukti, moksha, superimposed upon what? Maya enclosed consciousness or mind enclosed consciousness is the question. Here it is not raised. We have to know who is having bandha moksha. Maya is having, or Maya enclosed consciousness is having, or mind enclosed consciousness is having bandha moksha. Very, very tough. We have to think. Because Maya is samashti. Guru is having jnanam. He is free from ignorance. He is free from bandha. He is a muktaha. If you take Maya, Vishishta Chaitanyam has got bandha moksha, means Guru also has got bandha. That Guru who is teaching, giving Brahma Vidya, must be free from bandha. Therefore, you cannot say bandha moksha are in Maya Visishta Chaitanyam. Maya Visishta Chaitanyam you cannot say. Maya Upahita Chaitanyam you have to say. Maya enclosed consciousness or mind enclosed consciousness. Maya Upahita Chaitanyam is the adhishtanam of bandha moksha, or Antakarana Upahita Chaitanyam is the adhishtanam of bandha moksha. You have to say only Antakarana Upahita Chaitanyam is the locus of bandha moksha. Antakarana belongs to the individual. Sishya has got bandha and Guru is muktaha, released from bandha. Therefore, you cannot say Maya Visishta Chaitanyam. You have to say Maya Upahita Chaitanyam. You cannot say, but Antakarana Upahita Chaitanyam you have to say. So, one is Jiva Guru, another is, one is Jiva, another is Guru. Jiva means Sishya. Jiva Guru and Sishya, Jiva Sishya. Both are Jivas only. Guru also Jiva only, Sishya is also Jiva only. But Jiva, Guru Jiva is enlightened and Sishya Jiva is bound. Therefore, Maya Upahita Chaitanyam you should not say. Bandha moksha are in Antakarana Upahita Chaitanyam. Therefore, consciousness. Consciousness enclosed mind alone has got bandha moksha. Consciousness enclosed in the mind. Okay. Therefore, he says here, Tatra, from here I have to read. These are all Athava, Athava gives compromised versions. Tatra Dharmadayah antahkaranasya dharma bhavanti अथवा अन्तःकरणविशिष्टप्रमातृधर्माः भवन्ति अथवा रज्जुसर्पवत् स्वप्नपदार्थवत् गन्धर्वनगरवत् नभोनैल्यवच्च न कस्यचिदपि धर्माः भवन्ति सर्वथा आत्मनो धर्माः न भवन्ति. Now he is concluding first option, compromised version number 2, compromised version number 3. He gives number 1, tatra, among these two, above two, whatever we saw, that antakaranam, adhyasa, adhishtanatvam prati, that point and second point. These two, dharmadayah antakaranasya dharmaha bhavanti. Okay, let us take, nothing wrong in taking these attributes. Antakaranam has got these attributes. You can say dharmadayah. Dharma means sukha dukha adipadat sukha dukha bandha moksha etc. Antakaranasya dharmaha. Antakaranam alone has got first compromised version. Then athava or antakarana vishishta pramatru dharmaha bhavanti. Vishishta means mixture, mind plus consciousness. Antakarana vishishta, mind plus consciousness is equal to pramata, the knower. Who is pramata? Mind plus consciousness is called pramata. That pramata has got these attributes also, you can say. Athava or, athava means or. Third option, rajju sarpavat. They are all only superimposed. Rajju sarpavat, just as the snake is superimposed upon the rope. Swapna padarthavat, like dream objects superimposed. Padarthavat, Gandharva Nagaravat, the city, the sky city. Gandharva Nagara means sky city. City appears up above, if you see, a city appears. No? Gandharva Nagaravat. Nabho Nailyavacha, the blue sky. There is no blue sky, but blue sky appears. Na kasyachidapi dharmaha bhavanti. Like that, snake is not there really. Dream objects are not there really. Gandharo Pattanam is not there really. Similarly, blue sky is also not there. Like that, na kasyachid dharmaha bhavanti. Mind doesn't have the attributes, really speaking, and mixture also, pramata also doesn't have all these attributes, really speaking. And of course, atma also, na kasyachidapi bhavanti. Sarvatha atmanah dharmaha na bhavanti. At any time they cannot be they are attributes of Atma. You can never say they belong to Atma. You cannot say, because Atma is Nirgunaha. Because Nayayika said the Atma has got a lot of attributes. That is negated here. Never say Atma has got attributes or Atma, attributes belong to Atma, you should never say. You can say only Atma is the Adhishtanam. Because of that Adhishtanatvam, as though they are all superimposed upon Atma, as though. Next paragraph. Yadyapi Atmani te adhyasthaha तथापि यद्वस्तु यस्मिन् अध्यस्तं भवति तद्वस्तु तस्मिन् परमार्थतो नास्ति तस्मात् रागद्वेष धर्माधर्म सुख दुःख बंध मोक्ष रहितः एकः व्यापकः आत्मा अस्ति अध्यस्तं नाम कल्पितमित्यर्थः। यद्यपि even though we have accepted those compromised expression for time being, really speaking, from Paramarthika, say from Waker's angle, Pratibhasika Swapna, Pratibhasika Sarpa is negated. Pratibhasika, whatever is projected, snake or dream, etc., they are negated by Waker. Vyavaharika standpoint, Pratibhasikam is negated. From Paramarthika standpoint, Vyavaharikam is negated. From Paramarthika standpoint, Vyavaharikam is negated. Vaker is also negated by Paramarthika Sakshi Chaitanyam. So Paramarthika is negated by whom? Paramarthikam can never be negated. That's why he says, Atmani te adhyasthaha. They are all superimposed upon Atma. Adhyasthaha. Tathapi, even though they are superimposed upon Atma, yadvastu yasmin adhyastam bhavati. That which is yadvastu superimposed upon yasmin adhyastam, upon what it is superimposed, tadvastu, that emotions are superimposed. Therefore emotions tadvastu tasmin, in Atma, they are not paramarthataha nasti. They are not really there. Just as snake is superimposed upon the rope. Snake is not there, paramarthataha, really not there. It is only superimposed. Similarly, yadvastu yasmin adhyastam. Emotions are superimposed upon Atma, but absolute sense they are not really there. Paramarthataha nasti. They are not really there, just like Nabho Nailyavat, Gandharva Pattanavat, Swapnavat, Swapna Padarthavat, and Rajju Sarpavat, like that. Nasti eva. Tasmat Ragadvesha Dharma Dharma Sukha Dukkha Bandha Moksha Rahitaha. All these are the attributes. As Nayayika is refuted by one sentence. O Nayayika, you are telling Atma has got all these attributes. What are all attributes? Raga, attachment, dvesha, aversion, dharma, punya, adharma, papa, sukha, pleasure, dukkha, sorrow, bandha, bondage, moksha, liberation. All these are rahitaha. Atma is free from raga, dvesha, sukha, dukkha, bandha, moksha, dharma, punya, papa. Name dvesha ragau, name lobha mohau, madho naiva me naiva matsarya bhavaha, na baddho na muktaha. So this Nirvana Shatkam you can apply. So Nayayika is negated by this. Then Ekaha Vyapakaha, Sankhya philosopher is negated. Okay, Sankhya philosopher said many Atmas are there. Even though he said Atma is Vibhuhu Vyapakaha, just like Vedantin, but he said Atmas are many. So Sankhya is negated by one word, saying Atma Ekaha. Attributes Rahitaha, Nayayika out. Atma Ekaha, Sankhya out. Once we say Atma Ekaha means it is the refutation of Sankhya. Vyapakaha Atma Asti. Adhyastam Nama. What do you mean by Adhyastam? Superimposition. Nama is known as meaning. Nama means here meaning. The meaning of superimposition is kalpitam ityarthaha. Kalpitam. Another name for adhyastam is kalpitam. Kalpitam means what? Not real on earth. It is unreal. Kalpitam. The whole thing is teaching for Agrudha Deva. Okay, with this, this topic is over. Now, where we are, Tarka Drishti asked for Jiva Swarupam, Ishvara Swarupam, and what are the sadhanas to acquire moksha, he asked. So, first answer is Agradha Deva is getting from the dream guru. First answer. Nischala Dasa is giving that answer in the form of a dream story. So Agradha Deva asked about Jiva Swarupam, Ishvara Swarupam and Sadhanani. So the first question answer is given going on still. What is the first question answer? Jiva Swarupam. While talking about Jiva Swarupam, how the Nayayika describe about Jiva Swarupam, how Sankhya philosopher talk about Jiva Swarupam, he introduced elaborately and refuted. What Vedantin says, what is the Jiva Swarupam? Vedantin's opinion is this. Atma nature is described. Now Nayayika Sankhya over. Now Advaitin view is what? Advaitin's view about Jiva Swarupam is coming now. Atmanaha sadrupatva varnanam Atma sadrupaha yadvastu jnanena badhyate tat asadityuchyate yasya nivrittihi kalatraye api na bhavati tat sadityuchyate. In 10 Upanishads, principal Upanishads, nowhere Sat, Chit, Ananda described one place. In one place it is not described. Ananda Mimamsa Taittiriya discussion comes in Taittiriya, but Sat discussion comes in Chandogya. But Chit discussion also doesn't come. So, only some minor Upanishads, they mention those names, Sat, Chit, Ananda, in minor Upanishads, not in major Upanishads. In minor Upanishads also, Sat, Chit, Ananda words are used, but nowhere it is explained. Using those words, mentioning those words, Sat and Chit and Ananda, and explaining elaborately only in Vichara Sagara, not in major Upanishads nor in minor Upanishads. They may mention other Upanishads but not explain. Upanishad never explain that. All together, put together, Sat Chit Ananda. Only in Vichara Sagara you can find that. Whenever you want analyze again read Vichara Sagara topic number 368. Remember, Satchidananda Sadrupam Chidrupam Anandarupam he is going to elaborate. Atmanaha Sadrupatva Varnanam description of Sadrupatvam. Sadrupa means what is Sat? What is the nature of Sat? Of Atma. Atma is of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is said in Taittiriya, not Ananda. That is also Sat, not said. Satyam it is said. So Atmanaha. Of that Atma, its nature is Sat. Sadrupatva. Atma is of the nature of existence. Existence is not existence. He is a capital. He is capital existence. Existence is not Paramarthananda Swami gives 5 points for all this Sat, Chit, Ananda. Consciousness, existence and Ananda, happiness. Sat, existence is not a part of Anatma, part of anything, part or product, or it is not a part, it is not a product, it is not a can call property. Existence is not a property of Atma, or existence is not a product of Atma. Existence is not a part of product and property of Atma. So existence is independent entity which enlivens Nama Rupa. It independently existing and which pervades every Nama Rupa and which survives even after the fall of destruction of that Nama Rupa. But that existence after the fall or destruction of Nama Rupa, it cannot be transactable. That is the nature of existence. Look into the line. Atma Sadrupaha. Atma is of the nature of existence. Atma is of the nature of existence. Sadrupaha. Rupaha means nature. Yadvastu jnanena badhyate. Jnana means here Brahma Jnana. That which object is negatable. Badhyate means negatable. Through Brahma Jnanena, by Brahma Jnanam, that object is Asad iti uchyate. Asat iti uchyate. That is Asat. Sat opposite. Sat cannot be negatable. What is not Sat? That which is negatable by self-knowledge is Asat. Asat. That means what? Sat cannot be negated. Sat can never be negatable. That is the idea. Yasya, of which, yasya, nivrittihi. Nivrittihi means negation or abhavaha. Kalatraye api na bhavati. Existence is that whose negation can never be possible at any 3 periods of time. Kalatraye api na bhavati. Kalatraya means past tense, present and future. Your Atma was not negated, Atma is not negated, Atma will not be negated. That is Kalatraye api na bhavati tasya nivrittihi. Therefore it is called Sat iti uchyate. That which is unnegatable at any 3 periods of time is called Sat. Sarva padarthanam tesham nivrittehe. All other objects, padarthanam tesham nivrittehe. Nivritti means here abhavaha, posterior non-existence, or pradvamsaha in Tarkika language. Nivrittehe Atma adhishtanam. Atma alone is the adhishtanam, support for all negation. Yadi atmanah eva nivrittihi abhyupagamyate. Suppose, yadi, suppositional argument. If Atma is also is negated, abhyupagamyate, suppose, tada tasya adhishtana antaram vachyam. You have to say that Atma which is negated, what is its adhishtanam? You have to say. What is its support? You have to say. An antaram means another adhishtanam. You have to say Atma is negated. Negated into what? In shunya, nahi shunye. Sorry, I have not read this portion. Okay. सर्वपदार्थानां तेषां निवृत्तेः च आत्मा अधिष्ठानं यदि आत्मनः एव निवृत्तिरभ्युपगम्यते तदा तस्य अधिष्ठानान्तरं वाच्यं न हि शून्ये निवृत्तिः सम्भवति आत्मनः तन्निवृत्तेश्च अधिष्ठानान्तरम् अभ्युपगमे तस्य अपि अधिष्ठानान्तरम् अभ्युपेयं भवेत् तथा च अनवस्था दोष प्रसज्येत. All objects can be negated. Atma, which is of the nature of existence, capital E, existence, and all padarthas are negatable, but existence cannot be negated. Existence, pot is, mic is, pen is, book is, that easiness is not available for transaction once the objects are nivrittihi or dhvamsaha. It is not possible. So, all pancha pramana, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, any pramana janya jnanam, now that can reveal the world, but it cannot negate that world. It can reveal the world. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha reveal the world. Shabda jnanam, rupa jnanam, sparsha jnanam. You are knowing the world through the pancha pramanas, but they can never negate the world. Who can negate the world? No, only Vedanta pramana. Vedanta pramana janya Brahma jnanam alone negate the world. That is why sarva padarthanam tesham nivrittihi. Brahma jnanam alone negate the world. So Brahmaivat purasthat, Brahma paschat, Brahma dakshinata, uttarena, adhascha urdhvam. Everything is Brahman. What do you mean by Brahman? Sat. Atma is called Brahman. Brahman is called Atma. So, that Brahman is everywhere. If Nama Rupa is there, mic is, that easiness, existence is small e. That is Samanya Satta is capital E. Samanya Satta means pure existence, Shuddha Satta. Vishesha Satta is Nama Rupa Sahita Satta. He is, she is, it is, that is. The Nama Rupa Sahita Satta is called Vishesha Satta. Nama Rupas can be destroyed in course of time, but this easiness independently exists, pervades, inheres in every Nama Rupa. That is why she is, you say, the body-mind complex. Objects, book is, pen is, house is, car is, all this easiness is called Vishesha Satta. Once that Vishesham, that object goes away, that easiness, specific existence becomes general existence, Samanya Satta. Samanya Satta is Suddha Sat, pure existence, not available for transaction. It is available only through Nama Rupa. It cannot be transactable. Pure Sat cannot be transactable. It is formless. Pure electricity cannot be utilized. Only through bulb, through fan it is utilized. Like that, here also pure existence is not transactable. That existence in the form of, that is why we say Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam. God is everywhere in the form of Sat. We say Brahman is everywhere. Anta Brahmamayam in the form of easiness. You appreciate the easiness in every form. All forms can be nivrittehe abhavaha. Atma adhishtanam. Atma is the adhishtanam, support, where it is negated, like kataka renuvat. You put kataka renu in the water, that kataka renu called, what you can call, padigaram in Tamil we say, that you can put in the water, it brings all the dirt from the water and top of that water, and it also merges out. Like that, here also, Brahma Jnanam negate even Brahma Jnanam also, but not Brahman. Brahman remains. So, Jnana Ajnana Rahita Brahma Matram remains. That is why Adhishtanam Atmanaha eva nivrittihi abhipagamyate. Suppose Atma can never have a negation, abhava. You should ask, what is the pratyogi, what is anuyogi in it. Anuyogi, pratyogi, into which there are two factors to talk about abhava. Absence, you want to talk about absence, the two factors are required. Kasya abhava? Absence of what? Absence of what? Number one, abhava pratyogi. If you ask kasya abhavaha, absence of what? Jalam nasti. Nasti, if you say abhavaha, absence. Absence of what? That is called abhava pratyogi. Abhava pratyogi jalam. What is nasti? What is not there? Water is not there. Water is called abhava pratyogi. Kasya abhavaha, if you answer jalam, that is abhava pratyogi. Negation of what? Abhava, absence of what? Then what is that not there? Jalam. World is not there. That is abhava pratyogi. World is not there, abhava pratyogi. Where it is not there? In the pot or on the earth, water is not there. Some locus you have to say. Therefore, where is it not there? Where is it non-existent? It is a non-existent. Jalam nasti, first. Where it is not? It is not there in the pot. Okay. So, when it comes, some locus you have to say. Where it is not, abhava pratyogi. Abhava pratyogi. Anuyogi. Abhava anuyogi. Where it is not, if you say abhava anuyogi. What is not there, if you ask, it is abhava pratyogi. Okay. Here, Brahman is always there. You cannot talk about Brahma nivrittihi. Brahma abhava you cannot talk. Or Atma abhava you cannot talk. If at all you want to talk, where it has to talk about. Okay. Tasyaha adhisthana antaram vachyam. Adhishtanam you have to talk. Where is the support? Where it is not there. World is not there. World is not there. Then where it is? World is not there in whom? Brahman. In Brahman, world is not there. Masthani sarva bhutani nacha masthani. Like that. Oh. Okay. Nahi shunya nivrittihi sambhavati. In sunyam, emptiness, abhava cannot happen. Suppose you say something, abhava. Abhava means absence. Absence of what? Absence where? Where and what? Two questions will come. World is absent. Where? In Brahman, really world is not there. What is not there? World is not there. Kasya abhavaha? Jagataha abhavaha. Where? In Brahman. Then what is this world? only superimposition upon Brahman. The Nama, Rupa appearance borrowed the existence from Atma. You withdraw the existence, the whole world become a word. Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam. Like that. Beautiful explanation. Whole portion is very, very important. The whole next paragraph also about Sat only. Then comes about Chit. Then comes about Ananda. More in details in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.